living for the thrill, aiming for the top, gotta make the kill. Street smart, no room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask for permission. Running with the wolves, a dangerous coalition. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. Heal Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Heal Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Heal Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Bad guys do real shit, no one can stop it. Walking in the shadows, always on the profit. Fast cars, big dreams, living on the edge. Haters talking trash, but we ain't even faced. Just rebels with the cars, breaking all the rules. Bosses in the game, always playing it cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heal Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Chasing that money, living for the thrill, aiming for the top, gotta make the kill. Street smart, no room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask for permission. Running with the wolves, a dangerous coalition. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. Heal Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. Heal Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Heal Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Bad guys do real shit, no one can stop it. Walking in the shadows, always on the profit. Fast cars, big dreams, living on the edge.
Viewer discretion time.
Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, Heel Faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz, that's Draven Grimes, and we're talking about creative control in wrestling. Is it smart to give wrestlers some creative control? Is it smart to have all the creative control in one party's hands? We're going to talk about it, debate it, and we will be with y'all right after this.
Cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain.
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
I am very from yesterday. Oh,
What'd you have to do?
well, unlike you, who literally did absolutely 115% of nothing yesterday, he did the nothing for both of us.
Yes, I did.
My, I am very blessed to have my children. However, their days of birth are not such a blessing sometimes. My youngest son and my daughter turned 11 and 12 respectively. My son's is on the 22nd and my daughter's is this coming week on the 27th. But as tradition, and because I can't handle two parties, we decided to do two parties the same day, as we've tried the past couple years. But they always just kind of blend into one big giant ass party with copious amount of people. When there's copious amounts of people, that means there's a copious amount of fuck trophies and crotch goblins running around everywhere. And it was very smooth. Let me say that. The party did go smoothly. But I'm not a kind of person, unless I have the security of being on a platform such as a wrestling ring, or having some people around me that I trust, which other than my wife, I didn't really trust nobody there. I'm not very good in a crowd of people. That's why I don't like going to a lot of conventions. I don't do a lot of concerts like Rockville or shit like that. I'm a very, very big homebody. You know, obviously, if we go to an indie show or some shit like that we're just going to hang out and shit, that's different. But my bottom floor is about the size of your bottom floor. Now imagine about 50 to 60 people in that motherfucker, not including the office. Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
Can't do it.
And I'm talking, I have a cul-de-sac that goes into my area. It was standing room only. There was it looked like a block party at my fucking house. There were so many goddamn vehicles. By the way, your boy is back on the road officially.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy. I took him for a ride this morning. It's very nice.
Very nice.
Last year kind of blew my Jetta up as far as the transmission goes, and it was just cheaper just to get another vehicle than fix that, which was a huge mistake. A mistake I still hold on myself to this day, because I had that car damn near 20 years.
Right.
And very little was wrong with it other than this regular maintenance. So I decided to go and get me another Jetta.
Very nice.
And I'm not saying it's going to last me 20 years, but if that car is half as reliable as my other one was, I'm going to be on the road for a long time.
Very nice. Very nice.
You know, so went to the dealership yesterday morning first thing, did that, immediately went home, did the party. It was just...
a lot.
It is, and my house is still fucking trashed right now. So as soon as I get done with this and then go home, I'm gonna go clean that up and do what you did and do a whole lot of nothing. So how about you, my guy? What the fuck did you do this weekend?
Not a goddamn thing.
I fucking hate you. I love you, but I fucking hate you.
Yeah, man. It was lovely. It was lovely. I sat on the couch and I came in the office and pilled around, and then I went back and sat on the couch.
I hate you so much.
And I trimmed my beard. And I went
You
and
look
sat.
sexy as fuck, by the way.
Thank you. Then I went and sat on the couch.
You could have like trimmed your beard while sitting on the couch.
Well, I don't like the trimmings.
You just put like a big old bib and like a little hand mirror and like snip.
You ever seen one of these little janky ass magazine things with products that you never see anywhere, and there's always this one where you put over your head and it's like a big scoop that you can just shave right there onto?
My wife has one. It works pretty well. I'm not ashamed to admit it. It works pretty well.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
You can shave sitting there on the couch, huh?
No, I don't.
No.
But she's very particular about hair on the sink. I'm like, and I don't feel like always getting undressed, getting in a shower, taking a shower, and shaving at the same time. I was like, fuck it. I'll use it. Because he originally got it for kids' haircuts. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fucking, I'll use it. Fuck it. Why not?
Nice.
So, yeah.
No, I don't have one of those.
I know what to get for your birthday.
What's up, boss?
Oh, and Sam's. What's up, man? Anyway, we're talking about creative control.
We're talking about creative control.
You know, that thing I don't have in my contract for this fucking show.
My bad.
It's probably
we have shared creative control.
It's probably for the best because you know how out of fucking shit I can get.
So we have been talking about certain wrestlers in AEW having some creative control.
We've been talking about shit similar to this for years.
Yeah. And I want to get into that. But what really made me kind of think about this topic was The Rock, showing up at SmackDown last night.
Okay.
And it's like, he can obviously do whatever the fuck he wants. Because there was no reason for him to come out. They bounced a fucking the women's match off the card.
So what was the women's match first off? Because I didn't get to see SmackDown.
Well, it was supposed to be Tiffy and Liv, but they just did a quick run-in blow up and killed that match right away.
Okay.
Because it was Tiffy and Liv, and then Nia Jax and her little bitch came out, and then Raquel and Liv came out, and just it
was scrambled eggs.
It was just a disqualification angle.
Okay.
And why did they have to do that, mind you? Because The Rock wanted to come out and announce the next WrestleMania date. The fuck? What's up, Thomas?
On SmackDown though, like you figure with Raw being on Netflix, that'd be a Netflix.
You would think, but he came out, and it wasn't. No, there was also supposed to be a Dakota Kai match on the card, wasn't there?
I'm not sure because, like I said, I didn't get to watch SmackDown. The reason I messaged you about that particular Dakota Kai thing is because I was actually trying to finish watching Raw for Monday night, and I stand by what I said about her.
Oh yeah. But I'm pretty sure there was another women's match on the card that they just completely bumped. They they ended the Tiffy match, before it started, and they gathered all this time, and The Rock comes out, and of course he has a remix to his entrance music with a Lil Wayne cameo because they're in New Orleans and he's from New Orleans. And he just comes out. He has a 5-minute entrance. And he says, "Hey, they're in New Orleans.
Okay.
Hey, New Orleans. Next year's WrestleMania is going to be here. Yay." And then he decides to call out Cody. And he's chosen to become Mr. McMahon. Hey Daniel.
Minus the shitting on women's heads, right?
Well, maybe that'll come later.
I hope not.
No. But
man has a high protein diet.
But it's like he comes out and he's like, "I want you to be my champion." And Mr. McMahon came out 20 years ago and said, "I want you to be my corporate champion." So it's like the exact same fucking thing. So there's no determination on what being his champion entails. And he ends the shit with, he's like, "I want that." And Cody thinks he's pointing at his belt. He's like, "That's what all of this was about?" And he's like, "No, I want your soul." And then he leaves. Like,
did he just go full Sith Lord?
That's what I'm saying. He went full Sith Lord. He's like, "I want your soul, and I'll take you to places you." It's like making a deal with the devil is basically what he's. The devil wasn't there. He was sucking my nuts. But it's like, and this is my problem with it, is The Rock was just on the first Raw Netflix, being the babyface,
Yes.
squashing all the beef, saying, love this, thank you guys, love Cody, love everybody.
Yeah.
And now he's pretending to be evil. Like, it's kind of, and then like you said, what's up, Caleb? Like you said on the interview or the press conference afterwards, he was
He
like,
buried the whole fucking thing.
yeah. So I kind of explained what The Rock did when it came out. I didn't see the press conference. What were they saying?
So the press conference, which is really weird to have after a SmackDown or a Raw, unless it's a big thing like the Netflix deal. So first off, let's just get that out the way. He comes out and he gives all the corporate mumbo jumbo as CEOs and shit do, and then he got into the whole thing of when I said I want his soul, and he went into this whole fucking subgenre of what he meant by his soul, and I'm not gonna bore you guys. Go to YouTube and find it after watching this. And he basically just buried the whole fucking segment between him and Cody, where I said that, but this is what I meant. And when I say that on television, I'm like, you son of a bitch. Shut the fuck up.
He's fucking just giving the game away.
Yes.
Like, I know kayfabe is dead, but Jesus Christ. You can't be one guy this, and then 10 minutes later, you're completely shitting on everything you just did.
Yeah, you can't, for our older viewers, it's like watching As the World Turns, seeing the guy that's been on there for fucking 45 goddamn years, and, he fucking croaks, comes back next week, and he's just, oh, I'm good. That was all bullshit. Disregard everything.
Yeah, no. So that's what brought up this topic. Because in my mind, what just happened last night is what happens when creative control goes bad. When you can do anything you fucking want without check. And it turned out horrible.
So I'm going to say this. Who's going to tell Dwayne no?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have a check.
Whereas, and this will fall into the AEW thing and the WWE guys to a point. When you have somebody over you and you have full creative control, no one's going to fucking check you. But we're talking about the top of the fucking mountain of WWE/TKO or whatever the fuck he's majority owner of. So I mean, unless
let's be clear.
Unless what the fuck is his name? Ariel. That guy. Not Ariel.
Ari. Yeah, the owner.
The only guy that's above fucking Dwayne.
Yeah, but
he's not the only one. But he's so fucking carefree right now.
Oh yeah.
He don't care.
No, it's like in the real world, I don't think The Rock is chairman of the board. I think he's just a board member.
He's a majority owner.
Of what?
Of fucking TKO.
How? It's a $12 billion company.
And he has majority own. He bought most of Vince's shit.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know about that. But
as long as he doesn't try to drive into the ground like he did the XFL, we'll be fine.
But it's just a case of nobody having the balls or saying, "Hey,
this ain't gonna work.
Maybe you shouldn't fucking do this." Like I don't know. But that it's just an example of when having creative control turns out bad. And if he's gonna keep flip flopping every time he's on TV, what the fuck?
I agree. What's up, Samuel? I'm doing very well. Very well. In case you haven't missed, there's not 60-something people at my house today, so we're doing great. Let's side note real quick about my dad's situation. Update on that real quick. Still working out everything as far as the funeral and all that shit. But I do appreciate everybody reaching out consistently and checking on me. But let me make it clear. I'm in a whole lot better place than I was last week. about the situation. I'm pretty much at peace with it, other than having to fight various family members because they're shallow pieces of shit. So unless something major comes up in the near future, this will be the last time I speak on it. Okay. So I'm doing well on it. Doing well.
Good.
So creative control. Let's start at the independent level, since we've had the most experience with that.
Well, since we did a little intro as to why, let's go ahead and hit a commercial.
All right.
And then we'll come back and get into the nitty gritty. We will be right back.
Vodka evolved. Castell. Indulge in the red revolution.
Bad guys do hill shit, no one can stop it. Walking in the shadows, always on the profit. Fast cars, big trains, living on the edge. Haters talking trash, but we ain't even faced. Just the rebels with the cars, breaking all the rules. Bosses in the game, always playing it cool.
All right, we are back. Don't forget YouTube memberships as low as 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Get different perks on every level, up to $4.99. Anything you do would be greatly appreciated. Also, all the super chats are open.
100%.
So anyway, you were saying starting at the indie level.
Yeah, let's start at the independent levels. As a booker, previous booker, we've had to deal with certain particular assholes. Here's my thought process on it. As far as independent wrestlers go, they should have 100% control of their gimmicks,
Correct.
of their character and how they build that up. That I have no fucking issues with. You want to come to me and say you're some Barney impersonator and you know, finger fuck your booty hole before you're finished, that's cool. But this is what's going to happen.
Yes.
Right?
And you
Like,
better get it over.
Yeah, you better get it over. I'm not going to sit there and ever tell you, for example, your gimmick. Hey, we want to use you. But your character's just too dark. Could you, I don't know, could you put like some red man panties on and come out to Aretha Franklin and just like do a big splash for your finish? Like the literal polar opposite of what.
Do a splash for.
Yeah, do the big splash for your finish. That's like the polar opposite of everything you do as far as your gimmick, your look, and
Right.
and your style of work. On that note, workers should be, yes, that's not going to work for me. You use what I've built up to get over in your show. If you can't use me, that's cool. I'll find somewhere else to fucking go. But don't ever sit there and tell a fucking independent worker, don't do what you're doing.
Right.
Because there's a reason you got a hold of them. If it ain't going to work, don't fucking get a hold of them.
Right.
Personal
Exactly.
experience. Now, as working with promoters, as we have before, where's the line as a promoter for creative control to stop and for the promoter to take over?
I think changing anything.
We will never be less dark. Let's be very real on that.
Yeah, no. I think changing anything that's like essential to the gimmick is getting way too into it. Like let's just pretend you were, I don't care what, just whatever gimmick you are somewhere, and they come in, and even if they're like, you need to, I know you do this outstanding snapmare driver finisher that everybody loves.
Mm-hmm.
You need to finish these guys with a lariat. And I'm like, fuck you.
Well, my first thought would be, why? Why would you want me to go from something that's already over that the fans come to see to essentially a move the past 4 matches before me have used in transition?
Right. And that's the thing, is like this is a real life situation. You had let's just pretend for a second.
Hypothetically.
Let's just pretend you are a giant dude and you're known all over the state of Florida as this big baby face, happy, I don't know, bus driver, we'll say.
I think I see where this is going hypothetically.
Perhaps, subject, perhaps, everyone knows you as, I don't know, the bus. All right.
Okay.
They don't even know your real name anymore. You're just the bus.
Okay. I'm with you so far.
You're over. Everybody loves you. The kids love you. Awesome.
Sell that merch.
I'm going to bring you in, Mr. Bus Driver. But I'm going to put you in a mask. And instead of that badass power slam finisher you're going to use, we're doing a running lariat.
How much we talking?
I don't know.
Whoa. You want to bring me in? I give you my fee. You want to do something extra with me, but you don't know how much extra you're going to put in my envelope that night. That's just not going to work for me, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, this has happened, and it's horrible. Like, it's bullshit. Like, if you bring me in, I'm not going to be the baby face. Ever. I might be a tweener.
I don't know. I've gotten you over as a babyface before.
Well, I think it was more the circumstance of the booking at the time.
I can't help it.
But I'm not gonna wear neon. I'm not gonna do all this little shit. I am what I am. I've created what I've created, and
keep going. I'm just gonna make a phone call. Everything's good.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be the kids' favorites. I'm not gonna, make everybody feel warm and fuzzy. And if you want that, you're not gonna get it.
Oh.
Hold up, Kozak. What do you mean they started screwing Drew? Oh, I guess he did get a roll-up pin by Jimmy this week.
Well, here's also the thing, and I just saw this while taking a shot at Morley a while ago. His knee's fucked up right now. Drew's knee's fucked up. They were actually pulling fluid off of his knee right before his match.
Oh, wow.
So if his fucking match looked any way, shape, or form off kilter.
The match looked good. It's just Joey Wood.
Well, his knee was like twice his normal size, and they were pulling copious amounts of fluid off of it. So he's got an injury that he's nursing right now. So if he can go out there and do his normal shit and not sell his knee, all for him.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that made me think he was gumped or anything.
Mm-mm. So take that into consideration. If you're talking about his gimmick, I've loved his work in the last year. Because you can't tell where the line of kayfabe ends and him being real begins, and I love that shit.
Yeah,
it seems like he's the most truthful, honest man out there in this world of fucking lies that is WWE right now, especially with the bloodline shit and the way he's fucking going about it.
No, I think his character is really dope. I like when he's a psychopath.
Yes,
I mean and
his work with fucking Punk last year.
Yeah.
Masterful. You took a fucking injury and turned it into a 9-month angle.
Yeah.
Who else could fucking do that?
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. But, so, I guess that's my piece as far as the indies go. Like, bring the guy in.
WWA style. 100%.
What?
You get nothing and drama. Yep. Oh, 100%.
Draven, what are you doing? Dorothy wants to know.
I don't fucking know at this point.
We're doing a show.
I'm trying not to hit these bottles right now.
So yeah, bring the guy in. Don't make him do moves he doesn't do. Don't change anything about him. Of course, you either want him to go over or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Do a job, whatever. Don't be fucking around with somebody's character at this level because you're not really investing in them.
Unless they're like 1 or 2 year greenhorns that are still trying to find their way, and you think you can help them by tweaking their shit. You're not calling Effie Gibbs to come to your show and put on a chicken suit.
Yep.
Right? You're not calling fucking Billy Sharp to come dress as a fucking blue blood and fucking work like goddamn William Regal. Right?
Right.
And you damn sure ain't gonna be calling Dark Horse to come in there wearing fucking Rikishi's thong doing stink faces everywhere. Just not gonna happen.
My ass ain't that big.
Well, we ain't talking about how big it is. We just talking about the fact you have one.
So yeah, so let's move on to the bigger leagues.
But okay, so by bigger leagues, you're talking not quite television, but like high level independents like MLW and shit like that.
Well, I consider them to be this kind of the same deal as the indies. I mean, like if Cruel comes in,
But Cruel's established.
well, yeah. I mean, if you're young, maybe there's some tweaks. Say, look, we know what works on TV. Do this, and this to kind of tweak. But I wouldn't turn MJF into a white bread babyface. I wouldn't.
You keep your 2K to yourself then. Like GCW. Yeah, I put MLW and GCW about in the same position, but they book established independent people.
Right.
Very rarely do they go on a limb and bring in some greenhorns that are not really known. But again, if it fits the story, I can see them kind of tweaking shit, but they're not going to gobbledygooker your ass, so to speak. They're not going to Big Dick Johnson you. All right? If you don't know who the fuck that is, go back to 2006 and watch the DX era. That's all I need to say.
Big Dick Johnson.
I ain't heard that name in a while, have you?
I have not. Don't Shockmaster a motherfucker.
No. I heard their manager, Dick To Go, was really good about it, too.
So, Richard. The I guess what's more important as far as the home viewer goes would be TNA, AEW, and WWE. I know more about AEW than the other ones, so I'll just start going through there. I mean, you've got a very small handful of guys in AEW.
Oh, you must have gone to WWA shows before.
Well,
Donovan said, imagine wasting top stars to promote relatives at the cost of fans.
yep.
I've been to plenty of shows like that. I've turned
Absolutely.
around, grabbed my fucking suitcase, and walked the fuck out because it ain't worth that fucking $50.
No. So you got a handful of guys in AEW who have creative control. Off the top of my head, I can think of Bryan Danielson, Moxley, Cope.
Whoa. Time out. We should petition to put New Wave up there. Oh, what are we talking about as far as how their booking goes? Or be a little more specific, because unless you actually worked with New Wave and you actually understand the logic of their booking, I
Who's
kind of
talking out?
Demon Beast 22, which obviously he's got to be one of our old boys. No, we ain't dealing with all that.
So you got just a handful of guys, and most recently, which turned into a disaster, was Malachi Black.
Mm-hmm.
He had full creative control over everything, and it turned into a disaster. It turned into turning down matches that he loses, turning down all this stuff. And how can you build a story around somebody when you can't make him do a job to build drama into a story?
Correct.
Like, you have to be able to take a loss in any story so that you can then, recover that loss.
Oh, you motherfucker. I got you. Demon Beast 22. You remember him? We made that motherfucker tap out with these belts. Oh, yo, Jeremiah Hughes want to sit there and talk that shit.
Jeremiah.
See, you going to keep it up. I'm going to put a phone call in to that damn booker at New Wave, and it's going to be part 2 with you and me. Don't be bashing New Wave. I will fight you over that motherfucker.
Poor guy. I mean, I know you've felt all of my leg locks. Poor guy. Poor guy. All right. So the Malachi Black, but it can be done appropriately.
Correct.
Like Bryan Danielson, you can't say him having creative control did anything negative to AEW or himself.
Mm-hmm.
It was a perfect. That's the ideal use of creative control.
Correct.
Mox, to a lesser extent, but still, 95% of the time, it's a good thing that he has creative control. But like when you get, I don't think creative control should go as far as being able to decide who goes over in your matches. Like I think you can have creative control over your gimmick, your entrance, your moveset, your transitions, how you get in and out of the ring, all that shit. But when it comes to wins and losses, I don't think you can do.
So I'm there with you to a point. As far as your gimmick, it's kind of like with the independents, with how your gimmick is and how you perform, understandable. Now, when you're on bigger level stages, such as AEW, TNA, what have you, you're going to have to learn to give a little.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, Bryan Danielson, creative control. Do you think they're going to spend $200,000 every time Final Countdown is going to come on if he goes out there every week with Final Countdown?
Well, no.
Exactly. You're going to have to learn to give a little. That's just
but
one of
I
my
also
examples.
don't think, when it comes to the musics and shit, like especially the nostalgia stuff, I think that's just Tony being like, "Hey, this will be cool. Let's do this."
Well, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But Tony's not going to sit there week after week after week and hand $200,000 off every.
Of course not. Yeah.
I mean, if you do five performances a month, you're handing out $1 million just on one song. Whereas, hey, we can do that, but can we do this and use this track for weekly shit? And we hold this here, and we can push the button on this at any time. Let's save it for a special occasion.
Yeah.
For example, we work New Wave. We are established. We're established. Pull up there, top tag team. We haven't got the tag team titles yet. Every time we've done it, we came that close, took it away from us.
Right.
Now, promoter comes to us. We're going to put the belts on you. You've been chasing these for 6 months. Y'all have had the main event. How about we get your original theme song, The Reckoning, and we let y'all play it on TV. We will cover the cost for it. But it's just this one time. Fuck, absolutely.
100%.
Take that shit.
Without fucking
But
question.
that's the game of giving and taking. Obviously we own the trademarks to our own theme music and shit. But back when we were just working independent before we were working TV shit, I'm not getting sued. Within Temptation is not that big of a band worldwide, but they're a very well-known band.
Yeah.
And, when they did the tribute video for Taker in 2020, that song got really popular, which won't lie, I kind of took the idea from it. But I'm not going to sit there and go, this is going to be a hill I die on for fucking music. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you there's been guys that are like, no, I want this fucking music or I'm not going to work. Case in point, and I'm one of his biggest fucking fighters, and I will fucking protect this motherfucker, Punk.
Mm-hmm.
He's wanted Cult of Personality. He's gotten Cult of Personality, and they pay a pretty fucking penny. Even though Living Color and Punk are very good friends, and they probably got a pretty good deal worked out. They still got a good fucking deal.
It was the same thing for Cody. He's like, I want Kingdom. He got the Kingdom guys on the phone with H and Tony and Khan.
But doesn't he own the trademark to that? Just like Matt Cardona owns his music?
No. He was like on the phone with his agent with Khan. What's his name?
Dad?
No, the big guy in WWE.
Shad Khan.
WWE.
Tony Khan, there's Shad Khan. Shad Khan works with Triple H.
No, Shad Khan is Tony's dad.
Or not Shad Khan. Nick Khan.
Nick Khan.
God damn it.
All right, so Nick Khan.
There's too many Khans in the wrestling business.
I know, man.
Who's next? Shao Khan?
Shao Kahn, your soul. But yeah, no, it's like he got them on the phone. He got the band on the phone. He was like, if I don't get Kingdom, you don't get me. Let me know when y'all work it out. And he hung up the phone. So it's like, sometimes it's just that personal to people. But at that level, I can understand. I mean, who doesn't know as soon as Cult of Personality comes on who's coming out? It's become synonymous with those guys.
Mm-hmm. Which sucks because back starting 2010, 2011, 2012, I was using Cult of Personality as a fucking entrance thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when Punk got it on TV, I was like, I'm gonna be like a fucking ripoff. I gotta change my music. Fuck.
Dude, that was so generic. Before I got my first,
you talking about the Cruel theme? Your custom?
Yeah, before I got my first custom entrance music, I was using Down with the Sickness.
Oh
just
my
the
God.
most generic bad guy.
That and Bodies are two of the most generic fucking songs. Oh, you want another generic one? Johnny, I love you to death. Rolling.
Yeah, rolling.
Unless you're in a wilt. Carry on. I'm not putting them over on this show today.
Yeah, no, it's
so anyway,
silly.
Back to the give and take. One thing with me, and it goes back to the character, and Tony's real good about this. He allows you to be you. You might have to tweak shit. You might have to change your name a little bit here and there. I mean, WWE does it all the fucking time. I mean, look at fucking Ricky Starks. You, me, no disqualification, March 15th. You son of a bitch. Now. Oh, fuck, he's right though. I can't unsee it.
What did you say?
What? Go back and watch Johnny's entrance with Roland. He's not wrong, but I gotta protect your daddy's honor.
All you guys on YouTube, we want to know what we're talking about. On Twitch, one of our foes from New Wave.
He's still mad about these.
Yeah, is talking shit in the
It's
Twitch chat. So.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll see him in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. So anyway, Tony's real good about allowing you to keep your intellectual property and allowing you to, work with it. Now,
yeah, I don't think he's, except for like the teams that he put together, like the Acclaimed. I don't know if he came up with the name, but he's never even changed a single guy's name, like a single star's name.
No. But it does go back to, sometimes, for example, you're WWE born and bred. Let's use Baron Corbin for an example, because I love the guy to death.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin's not going to fucking debut on AEW. The name Baron Corbin will never show.
Nope.
but the gimmick of Baron Corbin
Right.
can show up on WWE.
Yeah.
Different name, maybe a little different of a style, but the gimmick of Baron Corbin can, show up on AEW. Just like you want a good case in point when Aleister Black fucking left WWE or got released, whatever you want to look at it, and he fucking showed up 6 months later in fucking AEW. Say what you will, that was fucking Aleister Black.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
The gimmick, the feel, everything.
What did he used to run that in the Indies?
Tommy End. Which, when he first came to NXT UK, he was Tommy End for a couple months. But when they were bringing him over to actual NXT and then to WWE, they wanted to get a trademark on it. So they got the Aleister Black thing. But it goes to Aleister Black showed up on AEW.
Yeah.
Just under a different moniker. Now, there's guys like Keith Lee, for example, who own the trademark and they just allow them to use the trademark while under contract, similar to if AJ Styles fucking shows up in AEW. You're going to see AJ Styles. 100%.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Well, and it makes sense because, like, independent wrestling has become huge now.
It's the bloodstream of pro wrestling.
And if you make a name for yourself already under your indie name and your likeness, and they can bring you in and not have to develop all of that notoriety again, while also being able to license the trademark name for merchandise and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not losing out on anything.
100%.
So it makes sense to me why they try, like, WWE's gotten better at it. Yeah,
Especially in a new regime. Yes.
bringing in Julia, Bakur.
Mm-hmm.
These are people who Jordan Grace.
Mm-hmm.
These are people who were that was their name before,
Yes.
and it makes perfect sense to keep their names. I don't know what the problem was with Ricky Starks. I mean, I guess eventually you get used to it, but Saints is not good.
So let's go on a little tangent. I can kind of see why in his mindset. Let's say 3 years down the line, say his contract's 3 years, 3 years down the line, he fucked up in some kind of paperwork, right? And now WWE owns Ricky Starks for fucking 10 years. He can't go back to the Indies as Ricky Starks. He's got to come back with something else. So it makes sense for him to kind of tweak it. And I'm not bashing WWE for the name change. I think it makes sense. He wants to become something better than what he was before. So he evolved his character, similar to how I started out as Rob Harris, evolved into RC Harris. That's a whole nother fucking story. Got injured, came back with completely different look, still running that. So basically this gimmick that I do now, but under the RC Harris banner. I was like, that ain't fucking working for me. Something's not clicking. That still sounds like a babyface name. So I came up with a new name. I came up with the Draven Grimes thing, and it fucking took off. Sometimes it just takes something as small as tweaking your name for you to get more over. And I feel it over where he's at now on the platform he's been given. 5 years from now, Ricky Starks is going to be bigger than ever, other than Ricky Starks.
Well, he's going to be bigger than ever because of the platform on. But right out the gate, you're losing something. Because everybody knows him as Ricky Starks.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have lost absolutely nothing. And WWE would have lost nothing if they had just licensed his name and did everything that they're doing.
So what if it was like
why was he different than Jordan Grace or Julia? Why is he someone that they can just change their name?
The only thing I can think of is AEW holds a trademark over Ricky Starks.
Thanks. Hey, Dorothy, thank you so much.
But I'm okay with the name change. It's similar to how, well, it's not really similar because obviously WWE is going to hold this name for fucking ever. It's when Edge went over to AEW and came out as Adam Copeland. But when he came back from that leg injury, no longer Adam Copeland. He decided to evolve the gimmick a little bit and tweak his name.
I know, but that was his doing.
Maybe this was Ricky's doing. Maybe
I
Ricky
guess-
made that call.
And that could be possible. I'm not saying that that's not possible. I'm saying that from an overall business standpoint, it drops him a little bit because the name recognition is like you're just losing some of that name recognition.
I don't know. With the way WWE fucking handled it, I think he's right where he left off.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. He did his debut. Nobody said his name. It was the audience that established who he was.
Yeah.
Same thing when he came out to sign his contract. The audience established that was Ricky Starks. The commentators didn't have to say shit. Ava didn't have to say shit. Ricky didn't say shit. Didn't say his name once until he signed his fucking contract. He pointed at the contract. He established that Ricky Starks is now Ricky Saints. And everybody that was there that night, everybody that watched that shit, now establishes the same thing.
Yeah.
So in that case, I think it was handled well. Not just coming back from a leg injury. 1 week you're Adam Copeland. Next week it's Cope. The fuck are we coping with?
Yeah, but they still call him Adam Copeland sometimes.
It drives me fucking bonkers.
Oh, I know it does. But again, if we're talking about people being in control of their own gimmick and name, at least,
And I feel with Ricky, the ball was in his court.
if that was the case, then that's fine. If that was the case, then that's fine. I just feel like you lose, even if it's 5%, you're still losing something.
With as hot as he is, though, losing that 5%, he's going to gain 10% back within a month.
I know, man.
I know. Especially with the way dirt sheets are these days, with the way the internet is, and how fast that shit fucking throws. Unless you fucking drop the fucking ball hard, you're not going to fucking lose percentage for long, if at all.
All right, well, let's throw it to our last commercial break, and we will be right back. Havoc Energy Drink is the energy drink for gamers and streamers by gamers and streamers. Not only does it give you the caffeine and B vitamins that you're used to in your energy drinks, but it also has a healthy dose of creatine for mental acuity to help you win that next game or focus through that next stream. Go to tryhavocenergy.com and enter the code HSP10 at checkout for 10% off your order. Again, go to tryhavocenergy.com. Enter the code HSP10 for 10% off your order. We don't just talk about this brand. We use this brand all the time. It's amazing. It comes in a powder, and because it's got creatine in it, you can't have it as a mix for too long. But
it definitely keeps you going on these colder days.
Keeps you going. So yeah, head over to tryhavocenergy.com and get 10% off on the Heel Shit podcast. Also, if you use the link in the description, you can get your first month of a new Amazon Music Unlimited subscription. Jesus Christ, it's like I'm fucking I need to take those Saturdays and just start learning to read again. Apparently,
Well, considering you're doing this off the cuff, off the top of your head, and you've only been doing this particular one for 8 months, I figured you'd know it by now.
just a bit. All right.
Anyway,
if you use the link in the description, you get your first month off a new Amazon Music Unlimited subscription. It's only $10.99 after that, and you can cancel at any time. You get unlimited access to 100 million songs at the click of a button, and get your first month on the Heel Shit podcast. And I promise I'll do better next time.
No, you won't. It took you 3 weeks to figure out your spot on the merch spot.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'll never let it go. You want to talk about Bryanson some more?
Yes.
At Slumber Slam?
At Slumber Slam. Hey, Slumber Slam was you.
Yeah. Bryanson lives rent-free
Daniel
in your head.
Bryanson. He's... Daniel Bryanson isn't real. Yes, it is. Yes, he is.
Listen here. If that motherfucker ever goes back to WWE, he's coming out as Daniel Bryanson, and we want 10%. I got kids.
All right, guys, don't forget about the YouTube memberships as low as 99 cents, and the super chats are open.
Well, I mean, we've kind of made it to the mountaintop. We're at the Fed.
Good.
We're at the Fed. Other than Dwayne, I don't think anybody has 100% creative control
I
at
don't
all.
think so either. And he shouldn't either.
No, he shouldn't. But there's no governor on that son of a bitch.
Unfortunately, this is going to turn into. I hope it doesn't turn into. Well, he's not booking, but
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Don't say that yet.
He'll fucking have Cody run the gauntlet on both nights of WrestleMania and then put himself over in the main event.
Dude, nobody loves The Rock more than The Rock. Like there was like 2 good matches that could have happened during that time. Like I would have loved to have seen Tiffany and Liv. That would have been fun as shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Young Jeremiah, we will be bringing guests back on soon. We've got some stuff in the pipeline that we got to get done first. But here's the thing. If you're going to be working in the locker rooms with us, they're going to be live. They're not going to be over via satellite, so to speak.
Thank you so much, Andrew.
So if you want to be on the show, sign the petition, get in line, and be at a fucking booking that I'm going to be at. Simple. Simple punk.
So, guys, got quite a few of you here in the chats. Do you have any opinions on wrestlers with creative control, or do you have like any
other than Mel? He's been blowing up the chat.
I know.
We don't talk about those days, Mel. So yeah, if you have any questions
or any wrestling thoughts at all,
yeah. Real quick while we go over the WWE thing. In your opinion, there's very few people that have any creative control. That falls in the lines of Seth, Drew, Punk, John, Randy, maybe even Kevin, Sammy, and Roman. Outside of that,
I think they have. I mean, I think they have somewhat control over how they display their character.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I'm not talking like creative control as that's not going to work for me, brother, kind of thing. I'm talking about as far as
we know Karrion Kross doesn't have creative control.
I mean, I've seen his Instagram. He's got full creative control there. That shit's fucking wild. But I'm talking about as far as getting handed a script for a promo, how you put your fucking matches together, whether you have any input, because, you know, with WWE, obviously you have producers that help you put your matches together piece by piece, which would drive me fucking bonkers because I love calling this shit out there. But if you're, what's a good fucking name right now? Chad Gable. Let's use Chad for example. If you're Chad Gable, and this is post Shorty G, okay? Post Shorty G, before American Alpha and all that shit. Do you try to put input on that shit, knowing you're only been there for a few years and you've dealt with that bullshit?
I don't know, bro. Like
where's the line?
If I'm
like
coming to the end of my run as Shorty G, I'm just hoping I get another contract, because that is garbage. All right, it's like some of these fucking characters that they come up with is ridiculous. I'm terribly sorry because I talk about him and his fucked up situation all the time, but
Louisiana Night?
No, who? Oh my god, that was so fucking funny. Louisiana Night. They're like, what?
Yeah. I knew I was gonna pop you.
But like, I don't even know what I was gonna say now. What was I saying?
We were talking about Shorty G.
Oh, just the shitty gimmicks that they've given people over the years is unbelievable. Like, I still don't know why Otis is a comedy act. I don't know why
'Cause
Otis.
he's fucking over as a comedy act right now.
I know, dude, but as much he could be a bowling ball, just killing motherfuckers, a wrecking ball.
Give him time though. If they cook it right though, if they cook him right, it'll be like fucking Mark Henry.
Oh, I know what I was about to say. I was talking about this one particular. How many different characters are they going to repackage Shinsuke Nakamura into? Like, Jesus Christ, he's the fucking artist known as. He's the whatever the fuck, and now he's Samurai Jack. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Oh,
it's
hey, your 90s is showing.
I think that's where they're fishing these gimmicks out of.
Shit. You have me there with Shinsuke. I'm not gonna lie. When he first came in with the King of Strong style, as he was in New Japan, and he was running roughshod, everything was good until the call up.
Yep.
And he just never found his footing. But to be fair, he's been there long enough to say that not gonna what butter. Right? But I think he's just so happy making all this money and not killing himself like he was over in Japan. And he does get the time off to go over there and work promotions in the wintertime. That, he's just coasting. Like, you want me to dress as what? Doc Samurai? Hey! And fucking just go out there. He don't care.
I guess maybe not. Maybe it's not as important to some people. Like, if I don't know, man. If someone tried to turn me into Shorty or Tolly D.
No. Turn you into Festus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
But I couldn't do it. Like, but maybe some.
Yes, you could, because we could dress Rip up as fucking Jesse, and you'll come out with the biscuit and gravy themes, but it'll be fucking strawberry cheesecake waffles.
Shit.
Cheesecake and waffle. Your tag team finishes the bougie driver. You go out. You don't go out dressed as Festus. You go out there dressed as fucking Grumpy with the fucking tall hat and everything, with a fucking spatula.
Right.
I'm just sitting in the fucking front row eating my chicken and waffles.
Oh, fry up your ass.
Yeah, use a lot of fucking grease.
No, but I don't know, man. Like, Shinsuke, thank God that they didn't fuck up like Rey Mysterio's gimmick over the years, like they tried to in WCW with the fucking mask thing.
Yeah, but the thing with Rey is Vince knew what he had in 2002 when he signed him.
Michael, thank you so much.
I think Vince saw what Rey Mysterio could become as far as the face of the Latino community in World Wrestling Entertainment. Not saying Eddie couldn't do it, because Eddie was on a fucking roll when fucking Rey first came in. But I think he looked down the line because at the time, what was it, 2002 he came in? I'd said by 2010, Eddie would have retired from in-ring if he unfortunately didn't pass.
Yeah.
Here we are, 2025. Rey Mysterio is a full-time worker as a WWE Hall of Famer. Working I wouldn't say just as well. He's working just as well as he did coming back.
Yeah.
Let's be real. He put on that daddy weight.
Yeah.
And that grandpa weight.
Well, early in the 2000s, he put on that horse meat weight too. You remember when he was jacked, Ray?
Are you talking about when he came dressed out like fucking Silver Surfer and all the fucking paint came off of him like 2007? Yeah, I do. He was fat.
Oh, there was a jacked Ray at one point.
Yeah,
too.
that was like 2017 when he came back. But he got fat. Him and Triple H both came back at the same fucking pay-per-view. SummerSlam 2007, they were both fat as fuck.
Yes, they were. He was, Triple H we used to call him Johnny Bag of Donuts.
Sorry, Paul.
Yeah.
Please hire us.
Oh,
Anyway.
Oh, fuck, man. You guys got any questions or comments or anything? We'll really appreciate you
just a minute to
joining us.
The fuck told me to check.
And
oh, suck my ass on that one. Billy Sharp told me to go watch Impulsive.
Not a fucking chance.
Yeah, we're going to have to renegotiate our friendship.
Yeah, man.
My God. All right, so we'll let y'all figure it out. We'll give you just a second as I go over the pleasantries.
The
real quick.
pleasantries.
The pleasantries, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, starting this week, the recording schedule has changed. No more Monday nights because we want to watch Raw. It will now be Tuesday nights with WIW. That's with our boy Edgar from Snug Wrestling. We will be doing Talking Shits on Thursday nights henceforth. Similar to, actually, it's basically our old schedule. We used to do Thursday nights before we had to accommodate for other people. And, of course, Sunday mornings we'll be here doing Heel Shit Podcast. Well, I mean, we're still going to be doing Talking Shit, but it will be Heel Shit Podcast from henceforth. This coming up weekend, recording schedule might be a little different because
Maybe.
in my house, there's a little thing called a wedding anniversary that's coming up this coming up weekend. And if I don't do something nice for my wife, I will probably lose my leg, half my arm, and probably all my wrestling gear. And I don't want that.
Half your shit.
No, I don't have no shit. I don't have any shit.
True.
They all got lost in a boating accident. True story. Anyway, so we will accommodate that as necessary. We might just do a double shot on Thursday, depending on what's going on, to get everything out. So look forward to that. We'll let y'all know about Tuesday night what we're going to decide. And let's see. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials. Facebook, Twitter. It's not fucking X. Instagram. You're still doing TikTok shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still doing the TikTok shit.
And importantly, hit that bell on YouTube so you'll hear when all of our videos come out, because we don't just do this live show. We put out videos all week long.
God damn it, you're right. We do so much fucking recording. These made me really tired. Really tired. Yep, don't forget about all that. Make sure you subscribe, like all the shit like that. And do not forget the merch.
The merch
Is
beautiful.
he remembered his spot again. I'm about to buy him a cookie. You want a waffle? I have waffles.
No, thank you.
Okay. You want chicken? I have chicken.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. I don't have anything else. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to get all your Heel Shit Podcast merchandise, as well as your Forbidden Kingdom, as well as your Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes, and Rip Ruiz merchandise, the Fuck Logan Paul shirts, and everything else in the Streamlabs merch site. If you are a YouTube Premium member, what is it, the $1.99 or the $4.99 that has the...
Starting at $1.99, you get merch at cost.
There we go. Don't forget to take advantage of all that. Hell, I don't even have that right now. I want to go spend $1.99 to be a premium member of my own shit. That's bullshit, but I accept. And I think that's about it, my guy. So do we have any more questions?
Doesn't look like it.
Hold on, we got two, and one you need to answer. Dark Cordz, are you going to be at New Wave Championship Wrestling on March 15th at the Revival?
I haven't decided yet. Could possibly. Not sure. If I do, I'll just be managing.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me. I do know that Rip Ruiz and Draven Grimes will be a part of New Wave on March 15th and the 22nd coming up, as well as this coming week, whenever we do Heel Shit Podcast, we will have the return of Billy Sharp to help go over New Wave Championship Wrestling, the new regime, so to speak, the do's and the don'ts and all that good shit, and help get the name out there. So y'all look forward to that. Any longtime listener knows anytime Billy Sharp comes on here, it's unpredictable.
Yeah, he's fun.
It was fun until I broke my fucking laptop that first time he was on the goddamn show. To be fair, 100%, I was grieving because that was the day we found out about Bray. So yeah. I was understandably upset and grieving and broke a $400 laptop. It's okay. I bought a $200 laptop to replace it, and it worked even better. So we're pretty good on that. So if nothing else, we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Well, guys, I really enjoyed the show. I hope you guys did as well.
And it was okay for me.
Yeah, it was pretty good for me.
Yeah.
We'll try to do better next time.
I was
satisfied.
What the fuck we want?
I was satisfied.
This is the peak of where we are. we get any better, we got to get signed with more sponsors.
Right. So for Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Bad guys do heel shit. Peace.
Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. One in this city.